Hello everyone, today we're going to go over a speed and feed tutorial and focus on the slitting saws. We did another video prior to showing how to do the end mills, so if you need any help logging in or getting that information, go to our other video and click on it and it'll give you the basics on how to log in and create a new user. But for this one we're going to go right into the speed and feed program right off of our website. And we're going to specify slitting saws, and we're going to show you how to use slitting saws. Just like the other video, you can save your machines and their data. If you need help on doing that, look at the other video. But we're going to pick our Mori machine, which is a 30 horsepower, 14,000 RPM, 1,000 inch per minute feed rate. If you don't have it saved, you can just enter it in, but this saves you a little bit of time. So first off, we're going to pick the outside diameter of the saw. So for this example, we're going to go ahead and pick 4-inch diameter. It automatically defaults to our standard 1-inch ID that would have an arbor flange of 1.5 inches. You can modify that if you have something custom, but these are our standard modified tool, our standard specifications on our saws. So for the thickness, we'll go ahead and enter in, let's do 62 thousandths thick, and let's say we want to go 1.1 inch depth. And for the material, let's pick maybe 1018 material and submit that. And so it gives the recommendation, but what I want to do is actually say I go and enter in a number that's too deep of a cut for that particular saw. So let's say we want to go 1.9 inch deep, which would not give us enough clearance to be able to do that. If I submit it, you can see it gives you that error that the cut depth must be a positive number between 0 and 1.2. So it shows you the max depth of cut. We do have a 50 thousandths cushion in there to make sure that you still have the clearance. So you could actually go a little bit less than 1.25, but we do have that 50 thousandths cushion in there. So let's go back and put it to our original 1.1 depth, submit that to be able to look at the data. And we get the data, and what's really nice about this, just like the end mill section, if you click to see full details, you can see the specifications of the saw, picture representation of the saw, and that it comes, we're recommending a tool with a flat and parallel hub, double concavity, and this alternate tooth chamfer that we're staggering back because it's all based off of the depth to width ratio. But it's calculating all that automatically. If it doesn't recommend one of our K series saws, it'll say a C, and because of the depth and widths that you entered in, you really don't have to get all these bells and whistles on the saw. But it's telling us in steel that we can go 350 surface footage, the RPM 334 with a feed rate of 4.8 inches per minute, and an axial depth of 248 thousandths. What this is this is a good starting point. It's not saying that you can't go deeper per pass, but this is a good depth of cut to start at. There's a lot of machines and rigidity issues and fixturing, so this is a really good starting point. We have customers that go much faster and much deeper than what's recommended to start off with, but this is a good initial speeds and feeds to start off on. And you can actually go in here and change the chip load per tooth to go, well, here I know that I can go up to 100%, so it'll go ahead and update those numbers with those modifications that you put in. So that's for this application in 1018, and it is recommending a 72 tooth saw. If I went and changed it to a different material, so let's see, instead of 1018 steel, let's change it to 6061 aluminum, and you can see it changed it to a 36 tooth saw. So instead of 72, it knows which tooth configuration, so what geometry for your application. Now we're going up to 3,600 surface footage and 37.1 inch per minute feed rate at 248 thousandths depth of cut. If we want up to 100% and entered it in, it shows here that's 47.5 inches per minute feed rate. And once again, these are speeds and feeds that give you a really good starting point. You can go ahead and pick different diameters, and it knows what is available for those sizes. We have some saws that come with different inside diameters, and so let me pick one of those. 2-inch saw is one of those, so it's defaulting to a 1/2 inch inside diameter, but if I click on it, you can see I could pick a different inside diameter, a 1-inch ID or a 1/2 inch ID. So that's kind of how you use our speed and feed software, specifically in saws. Once again, we'll put up a link to our other video that shows you how to log in and create a user account. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for more videos and how-tos and what we can do to help you out make the machining that you're doing easier. Take care.